Hello and welcome to Digital General. This is video 4 of the first campaign game of the Belisarius campaign, and we're back to where we left off with me pushing my center right around, trying to trap this nice set of forces. The elephant with the general on it about to smash through my legionnaires. I'm going to try to say these. I've tried a couple of times. Comita tenses, which should be actually their average armored heavy foot, but with light spears and swordsmen, but they're just no match for the elephants. And when they do break through, I'll need to kind of surround the elephants with whatever I have here to try to stem them. And left wing has the archers, so let's see what we can do. Now on the right side, if I tally it up, so I have fleeing lancers, which are... Where's my general? My general is way out there. That is not good, but these guys are still in command. So I have 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish units. So I am outnumbered, but not very heavily. So let's see what we can do here. And I do have a couple of disorganized units. Let's take a quick look by zooming in. Oh, these guys have actually nicer armor. All right. Sorry, bear with me as I look around these nice units. Right, okay, yes, back to the bloody business at hand. Alright, so my general has charged ahead, and that is not good. Now he's pursuing a fleeing unit, or a broken unit, that's great. And there's also a commander here. But he is absolutely surrounded, and he's about to be cut off, so that's a very dangerous position to be in, unfortunately. And because he pursued, it doesn't seem like I can actually do anything with him. That's dangerous. I'm actually half a mind to move my general to these horse archers, because that way he will be able to potentially retreat and not flee. I'm not able to do anything with him. That's interesting. What is that? Oh, because he is in close combat. Got it. Okay, right. So I guess they are actually considered to be charging here. That's terrible, because this cavalry will do some nasty things. So, what can we do? Is anyone close to being disordered? No, these guys are actually disrupted. So there's a possibility they might break. Why don't I'm gonna try that. Okay, they didn't actually test. Let's see if we can concentrate some fire. Yeah, this is not a good matchup. So let's just keep shooting. Firm. And yeah, this is also actually a pretty good matchup here. Why is that? So this is above average armored bowmen, and these are above average armored bow swordsmen. Yeah, I think this maybe is just... Oh, this is interesting. I'm actually not sure why the numbers are reasonable, but it's still mostly going to be tied, so and these guys ran after Earth here, so they're also tied up. And alright, So here I can actually do a decent job on the impact. And poor job on the follow-through. So let's not engage them yet. Let's just move up. And basically just do some shooting and still hold it firm. Oops, checked. So now I just need to figure out what to do with these guys. Now because they're in the zone control of this archer unit, they can't maneuver as easily, so what to do? I am very worried about this clump of cavalry just cutting off my general and cutting him down. And there isn't much I can do, unfortunately, so that's making me a little bit nervous. I'm actually thinking maybe I want to shift some of my infantry as support just to provide a bit of a counterweight here. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Because this infantry is really not going to be able to swing around. So why don't we just move up and tie up some of those enemy forces and just push them out to provide a bit of a buffer. Alright, there's a chance they might actually evade. Yeah, let's see what happens. So yeah, with a slight advantage, and it was basically a tied combat, which is what we thought, but we might be able to come back and help them out next turn. Okay, let's go through here. So here, actually, I do want to fight this combat first, because if the elephant breaks through and follows through, I want to have my turn to kind of respond to it. So let's do this. It's not going to go well. Let's see how it goes. Yep, they break, they rout, the elephant pursues, and as you can see, the Comitatensis legionnaires were massively disadvantaged because of the modifiers plus elephants plus. So they break, and these guys got disrupted and fled, and they charge here, they're disrupted. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it went as exactly as I feared it might, unfortunately. But I think this is, hopefully they can hold on for a little bit, so I can come in and actually do some damage to this unit. So let's see. Yeah, I might want to do a flank charge into them. So why don't I get my cavalry up, and hopefully they'll hold. And I'll only strike the elephant once they are more engaged. But man, elephants are tough. Now I do have a bit of a hole here that he might be able to exploit, but we'll see how it goes. And of course I can't attack the elephants from the rear because I do have this enemy here right in front of me that I will not win if I attack, because I'll be attacking across the ditch. So I guess we'll keep it as is. Okay, so right, so we solved the elephant problem, and now we can potentially do some serious damage here. So let's see what's going on in the center. So we've got our legionnaires engaging here across these fragmented units and units that are a little bit wavering. These guys are not in combat actually. So do I want to? Yeah, I think I want to break through first. Let's see if we can make some move. Perfect, they break, they rout, and yeah, they were obviously we were massively advantaged because. Okay, great. We did disrupt, came into them, and they got fragmented on a follow-through. So this is a very good result where these spearmen basically attacked here, one charged through, and then charged into the second unit, and this unit of Levy spearmen got first disrupted because of the fleeing friends, and then fragmented because of the impact javelin throws. So that went very well. And now this actually is excellent because it frees up my unit. So let's see how this goes. This should be probably a draw. Slightly advantage, yes. So this is just a draw. Keeps going. That's fine. And plow through here. Slightly advantaged. And they keep fighting, but I think I can now smash them in the rear. Let's just... or sorry, the flank. Yeah, it actually wasn't a flank attack, I guess because they were at an angle. So they're fighting on multiple sides, and they should be worn out pretty quickly. Alright. Oh, I can actually fire at these guys, that's fantastic. Nice range. Now here, what do we want to do? So we've got... these archers will just start peppering us, that's okay. Why don't we chase them away? These slight cavalry with my infantry, and that's okay. Yeah, let's move these guys up to tie up the enemy a little bit with the... oh, actually, I'm sideways now. That's fine. That's fine. So my regular foot should be tying up the archers with the zone of control, and can I see zones of control? Toggle the west, toggle next to move next, line of fire. No. Yeah, it's too bad. So I'm not sure if I'm tying up this unit of archers. I think I am with my irregular foot, but maybe not. So that's okay. Alright. Do I want to chase these guys out? Let's say no. Why don't I push in like so, and push this unit in like so. Yeah, it's light horse, I'm not too worried about it. Alright, and here, let's just keep pushing. Perfect. Alright. Now these guys can turn around. That's all they can do, but at least they'll turn around. And here... alright, yeah, let's just concentrate bowfire on these force archers, and they're disrupted. Fantastic. That's actually very good news. Very good news indeed. And I could charge them and drive them away, but I don't think I want to. They're disrupted, so they're not as dangerous. And they are plugging up this hole, so I think I want to keep it as is. Do I have any more shooters? No, but I do have one more combat. That actually I should win. So we were slightly advantaged at a plus 50 points because of the obstacle. And we're tied. That's okay. I don't mind that. The rest of the line can stand. And let's see, what else do I want to do? I think that's it. I actually don't think I want to do much more. Let's see how the next turn goes. Alright. Let's see what the next turn brings. Let's see, enemy shrouding routes. Ah, my light horse chased them. That's terrible. What a waste. Alright, more of these troops keep routing. That's great. I impact flanked them. That's actually excellent. Because I guess my general chased them. The guys who were routing, so the numbers they went well. Here, this infantry is under a lot of bow fire. Hopefully they can hold. Right, so my archers evaded, but not these guys. We tie up. Right, yeah, so this was our light spears were attacked by the horse archers, and they were actually disadvantaged because they were good quality, but were spear, and we ended up with a plus 60, and the enemy had to fall back, so that's fine. That was a good bounce off. And if you notice, their strength is way under ours, so if we trade units kind of 1-to-1, that's a win for us, for the infantry. Yeah, that's fine. They're just peppering us. Alright, so that was not good, because there was a flank attack and I was disrupted already, now we became fragmented. So I'll probably flee next turn. And they have a lot of archers. So far things are holding firm. Alright, melee, today breaks. Oh, that is not good. They just ran. Everyone held firm, but that is sad, sad, sad day. Right. Alright, that's a tide of combat right there, the horsemen. This should go our way, because they are surrounded. And they should get okay, so they're getting the defensive obstacle here, but enemy has multiple units, so they should have a bit of a penalty, but they're still slightly advantaged. Alright, perfect. They fell back. That's a tie. Looks like that's a tie as well. Alright, my guys keep crowding. Oh, rallied here, that's great. These guys got dispersed, that's terrible. Alright, next turn. Alright, so the elephants are on a rampage. They're not going to be easily countered. So that's so challenging. Oh, no, no. Undo, that was not what I meant to do. Come on, come on. Yeah, I think I'm going to just tie him up with just my presence. Like, the elephants are so hard to deal with. And this says I can do 0 to 0. So I seriously don't know how to handle them. Why did I bring my general up? Turn these guys around. Get these guys behind the elephants. And we'll see if I can surround them and actually get something useful done. Oh, excellent. So it was 0 to 0, but actually did cause 3 casualties, which against elephants is actually very nice, because they have such few numbers that each single casualty caused, each single elephant killed, is actually a pretty big impact on them. Man, we can hunt down the general and kill him. Okay, right. Alright, this big mess. So, let's see, what do we want to do first? So this should actually go, wow, terribly for me. Why is that? So that's sub-general versus my sub-general. Oh, it's the cataphracts. Oh boy. Right, that is not good. So let's leave that till the end, because I don't want his braking to affect me. So I might win here. So let's... Oh, good. Win disrupted. Fantastic. Fall back. Okay. Great. So that's one disruption. Yeah, this light cavalry is still chasing. That's waste. So this unit is quite damaged. So why don't I just keep shooting him? Maybe he'll start braking. What are my chances here? So I will lose this combat as well. I'll lose the impact, might lose in melee, but yeah, let's just move up and then shoot. They're still holding firm. They're down to half strength, that's pretty significant. Yeah, they're fragmented, so these guys will flee. Alright. This unit's fairly damaged, this unit's new, so... And this cataphracts are super new. Yeah, let's just keep shooting. Here. Alright, let's resolve some of these melees that are not going to get my way. So yeah, so that's disrupted up, it fell back. And that's going to probably break. Actually, I managed to hold. That's nice. And then of course here, no choice, have to fight this really that disrupted. So, alright, so let me just look through how the combat is calculated, because that was quite interesting. So, I have swordsmen, they're fighting uphill, good quality with the general. So, against his horsemen, armor advantage. same troop quality and general. So I think it's the armor really that, and then armor and uphill. But it's only plus 25, which is not that crazy. Now we're disordered, so now it'll be terrible. So, okay, I'll probably end up fleeing. Yeah, I mean, this engagement was always a bit of a losing proposition because of the numbers and the amount of like horse archery that he can bring to bear. So, okay, let's see how we keep doing. Alright, so let's chase these guys off. I'm assuming they'll invade. That's fine, perfect. And yeah, let's move up here. And again, just to give him another target to worry about. I still want to keep these Lancers in reserve because I don't know when I'll need them. Probably here. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Okay. Oh right, I can actually shoot, because these are the Hunnig style, or I guess, yeah, the Hunnig style cavalry, so they're both Lancers and Bowmen. So, let's see if you do anything. We did nothing. Alright, that's cool. Alright, let's try to win with our better units first. Perfect. And they held firm. Oh, that is disappointing. But that should be... Oh, that's just a tie. Oh, that's a tough unit. They've taken a lot of casualties, but they're still holding, which is quite disappointing. So I think at this point I will actually charge them, because I should be able to maybe break them. Disrupted, impact, yep, perfect. Now they're fragmented, and so they will flee the next turn. I might have actually... Yeah, I should have probably done that impact first to fragment them, and then fight with my supporting units, but that's fine. They'll flee next turn. Alright, what's going on here? So... I've got this fragmented unit. Yeah, so I think I want to attack the fragmented guys first, because if I can break them, then maybe someone else will rout. Yep, so they break. Great. And, okay, everything else held firm. So that's a pretty even, Steven kind of a combat. They'll flee. They are trapped by the armored horse archers, so let's punch them out first. Oh no, they actually took it. Oh, we were actually moderately disordered. That's interesting. So we actually had a slight disadvantage. So we had light spear. Our unit is plus 16, but we had the penalty for the slight disorder. Yeah, it's funny because it's the way they show the disorder. It's like the flag is shaky a little bit, and so it indicates moderately disordered versus steady, which is why they end up having a worse day. Yeah, I wish the moderately disordered was a bit more obvious. But in any case, all that means is I can now charge, because they're tied up in combat. So now I can try to chase the archers away. Actually, as I said, they evade. That's fine, and I'm now annoying these guys. And I will actually. Can I? Yeah, no, I can't. But I can park my other infantry here and basically tie up the horse archers with my zonal control, and also threaten this unit on its flank. And yeah, let's just keep pushing this infantry around. And this infantry actually can't do much. Alright. So, why don't I... What's this? How are these guys doing? Yeah, they're barely... Yeah, I think I want to try the elephants. I mean, there's a chance. Nope, not this time. one of these times, another elephant might bite it. I think I have a really good chance of pushing through here, so really... Yeah, I'll just turn around. That's fine. Okay. We already did on these movement. So... Right. Let's see. Route. Fragment these guys. Nope, we're still holding firm. But they are very weak. They're fragmented, disrupted, and yeah, actually now might be a good time to see if we can charge out. They actually do to catch the rear impact, and we fragment them, which is great, and they'll make them flee next turn and maybe disrupt some of these units, which would be really nice. Okay, cool. And actually, because of that, I can get some of my cavalry up here. And this guy up as well. Alright. And yep, there's no point fighting here because I will lose, and the rest of the line can just stand still. Can anyone else shoot? Nope. When I do that, I'm just pressing the B button, which is the next shot, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. But that's it, and I am not looking forward to this side falling apart. But here I should have a couple of nice breakthroughs, so hopefully I can still keep ahead. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, so that routes. Let's just make sure, hopefully he routes everything. It doesn't rally. Wheelies happening. Yep, it's nothing. Alright, that one routed. That's too bad because it was fragmented, but at least it's still disrupted. I would charge. Oh, excellent. They disrupt the cells on the charge, and then they fall back, so that's great. So yeah, this ditch is really good against holding this infantry. It's just the elephant that just plug right through. Right, horses are just riding by my lines and then attacking the disruptor. Oh, and yeah, rear attack impact, it's not going to be good in general. And yep, I held firm at the blues. Lots of bow fire coming up my way. My infantry line is just sitting there taking it. So that's a tough assignment to give them. Oh, they managed to counter my spears. They self-fragmented on my archers, that's great. I might be able to chase them away next turn. Some more archery coming in my way. And that, yeah, another turn I broke because yeah, he was surrounded. Like the cataphracts were just outmatching them. Another unit breaks, and that's actually, yeah, it's very not good. Okay, I actually lost a melee, but held firm. That's good. But he fragmented here. That's great. Yep, that horse breaks, and these units help him. Okay, he auto breaks here, that's great, and I chase, and so I did manage to break and surround these lines. I'll get my archers here rally, that's fantastic. Alright. Good, so, recap, so the center here, the L shape is working exactly as I wanted it to, so I broke through his infantry, routed most of them, and I'm now sweeping across, and I should be able to hit him in the flank, which is very, very exciting. His elephant was trapped. He didn't know what to do with him, so that's great. So I will see if I can come up with some useful matches here, and maybe move some more horse archers here to support the elephant. Redress my lines here, and I'm just holding these archers in place. That's okay. They are losing on the casualties, but I'm still. It's neck and neck, so when at this rate I have to basically attrition them out to 60%, which is going to be hard. Here my general routed, which is a little bit sad, and yeah, because he's driving, I don't think I can transfer him until he rallies, and he will. And yeah, I'm probably going to lose this combat, but I can support infantry with this other infantry. Okay, let's see what we can do. So let's start with the good news first. Let's see if we can break these guys out. Yep, broke them. Great. And nothing else I can test, but at least I broke another unit. And this light cavalry stopped chasing this broken armored horse archer, so I can now bring them back, which is really good. that actually, impact-wise, that wouldn't be too bad, but it's not worth tying up my unit. Yeah. Yeah, none of these are really good engagements. So, yeah, it's actually not good that my auxiliary archers are finally tied up in combat. Makes me a little sad. Okay, well, let's just shoot more bows. Could impact win this, and if I do, I might be able to fragment them. I think it might be worth it at this point because I'm not likely to. Okay, so let's fight this first. Oh, that was a tie. I was hoping that maybe I get lucky. So this is quite the risky shot, but it has a good chance of winning impact. If I can win impact significantly, if I could fragment them, and if I fragment them, I might be able to chase them away. So let's see if I get lucky. I did win, and they did fragment, so perfect. It worked exactly as I wanted to. So they were disrupted, and I surprised them with basically a charge from the side. They're fragmented now, and so even though they're light horse, I have a chance of maybe chasing them away, which would be really, really good. Okay, great. Okay, now what do I want to do with this unit? It's hard to know what's sensible. I mean, I can win on impact and then lose on. Yeah, I think I just want to stand them. I don't think I want to. Maybe I'll just even actually back them up. But then I can lose cohesion. No, you know, I'll keep them as is. They're facing the enemy to the front, and they'll be okay. Yeah, let's push these guys up so I can potentially support in the future. They're just going to flee the light horse archer, so that's not worth it. So okay, let's solve this situation first. All right, Mr. Elephant, what are we going to do with you? The sub-general, the elephant. Okay, so if I just charge, I have a. Yeah, it's not a good. Okay, so this is actually a good possibility. They need to be in combat first to lose cohesion. So I think I want to do that. I mean, I do have the spears here, which will make them lose cohesion, but I need to tie them up in combat first. So why don't we first see if we can soften them up a little bit. Alright, excellent. So they took more casualties. They did actually hold firm, which means they're testing. So let's see if we can actually... We did nothing, but they're tied up now. And now the cohesion will drop. So now they're disrupted because they got attacked from the flank and they were tied up in combat. Now they're fragmented. And the broke general fell. That is fantastic. It's a really nice story of the general overextending himself in the elephant. He punched through the lines. Behind the lines, we got surrounded by the Byzantines and swarmed, and the unit broke and ran. That is very good news for me because now he's missing a general. So the CNC is here, but the sub-general was taken out of action. All right, that was good day's work. I'm quite happy with that. So that means my CNC can now reposition himself and potentially support what's going on here. So I'm going to move him up here. Yeah, okay, that was good. That was good. And I can now move in on this side. All right. What do we want to do here? So they're, yeah, both of these are fragmented. They're facing each other. These guys are not. Yeah, these guys chase. They can't do anything. So why don't we here, so I can sweep in on the side. And this fragmented unit could actually charge. Probably lose, but it would tie them up. Here they would flee, so it's too early. I don't want to do that yet. Yeah, I could charge here and just break them. I can't do that. I could potentially plumb through here. Yeah, let's do that, because then if I can auto-break these guys, then nothing bad things happen. Then looking for my enemy. Charge the flank. Impact. Fantastic. And yeah, that's good news all around. It's too far. It's too far. But yeah, let's push up my legionnaires. Turn. And let's move the buzzsaw up. Alright. Yeah, let's just... Actually, let's still use this. No sense. Expert. I think it's the expert. It's very bizarre. Alright. So reform, push these guys up here to protect my flank. And maybe charge the next turn. And here, actually, I do want to push through. Tie them up, and I should be able to basically punch through this way and sweep up these horse archers as well. But now they're tied up, so that's good news. And this unit is disrupted. I think I want to do that. I mean, I think I want to just go for that kill. Maybe I'm being a little bit over anxious, but let's go for it. Yeah, it's tied up. That's fine. They're tied up, and we'll clean them up after. And this line I still want to keep as is. I think it's working well. Yeah, there's no point in engaging these archers. Horse archers really can't do much. I'm gonna get my lancers a bit more in position. Alright, they all fought. I feel like these heavy lancers will probably be needed here. I kind of feel like I'm doing pretty well here on the left flank, so let me push up my reserves on the right side, where this is obviously not doing nearly as well. Alright, so I shot with everything, combat-wise, right, so I still have this side to figure out. So I moved up my infantry to support. Gotta fight this, I'm gonna lose this. Hopefully I can hold, yep, okay. And maybe these lancers can then come in and support, or something ends up. Okay, this is not going too well. Sorry, too badly. Actually, I'm quite happy with this so far. Good. Okay, I think I'll call it that for this video. It's only been a couple of turns, but there's just a lot of units to move. So if I don't kind of fly through of the situation, what am I doing? Camera driving. The Byzantine line, and the buzzsaw kind of coming in on the flank, tying up the enemy. Fantastic. Alright, perfect. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.